Welcome back, everyone, to another mysterious episode of the theavfiles. I'm your host, Av, and as always, I'm joined by my brother, Daniel of ariasandthenation.
What's going on, guys? sorry. I was trying to get set up, man. It's like my first time doing this stuff or something. So no, I love this. Let's do this. No, for real. Thanks for having me back on. I do enjoy these. So, what are we talking about today, man?
Well, in today's episode, we'll be talking about the mysterious death of Bob Saget.
Damn.
Right.
Damn.
He started his career out as a stand up comic with a very adult oriented set. Definitely the very opposite from what people saw on TV. On TV, Saget was one of the most popular shows of all time, Full House, which ran from September 1987 to May 1995, where he played the wholesome dad, Danny Tanner, who told all the corny dad jokes, was a loving father who tried his best to raise his three daughters with the help of his brother in law, Jesse, played by John Stamos, and his best friend, Joey, played by Dave Coulier. While filming Full House, he was also working on the very popular America's Funniest Home Videos, which started in November of '89 and is still running to this day. From those two shows, Saget was a household name with a wholesome appearance and known as America's favorite dad.
Man, I'm telling you what, this one last year, this one hurt. I liked Saget, man. I liked Saget. I I just, man, I remember when he passed away. Um, it was a week after. Was it? It was Norm. It was like Norm Macdonald, Saget, and Betty White. I think it was
Yeah,
like in that order
right.
because I remember Saget talking about Norm Macdonald,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
right.
then Betty White passed after that. So we lost three greats real quick. Um, and I remember just being shocked. I was shocked. That was Danny Tanner. That was, like you said, everyone over here in the U.S. knew Danny Tanner, but a lot of people, like you mentioned, didn't know this man was not full dad mode all the time. Like I feel like I saw his stand up more when Comedy Central did the roasts.
Mm-hmm.
When they roasted him at
Mm-hmm.
when the roast of Bob Saget. That's when he started doing the like rebuttals.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was I was like, what? That's coming out of his mouth? I never it never clicked, man. He
Well,
was a
which
dirty
surprised me a
comedy.
lot when I was looking this up that uh, people didn't realize uh, he was not the wholesome dad.
No,
And I mean, because just
no,
because you played on a wholesome dad on a TV show does not mean that's how you are in real life.
no.
He had a very adult oriented set when he was doing stand up comedy, and it was
He
funny.
was
It
yeah,
was fun.
it was really funny, but if you weren't ready for it, it could shock the hell out of you.
It
Because I
which
bet
shocked a
I
lot of people.
yeah,
So when he died, a lot of people that didn't really know him or hadn't seen his stand up comic and just kind of knew him from Full House were like, who is this guy?
yeah. I mean, so does that give him a great name as an actor? You know what I mean? Like that's awesome. Like he hid that side from
Right,
so many people.
right.
I mean, he didn't actively hide it. It's just no one sought it out.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah. Unless you were
and
into like stand up comics, you're
yeah,
not. You probably wouldn't know.
he was the what's it called? Like a venue comic. He would go to the comedy. He was a comedy club comic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he would play those comedy clubs. And during the time of his, like, let's say stand up, during his heyday, like, there was really no YouTube. There was no it, word didn't get around too fast then.
No,
You could be a famous person in obscurity doing stupid, doing comedy, and I feel like it just anyway it was, and his sets were actually pretty funny, like really funny,
no. They
and
they were funny. They were funny.
yeah,
And like I said, unless if you were into stand up comics, there, I love stand up comedy. I do. I watch. just nobody's doing stand-up comedy and stuff like that. I remember staying up late watching stand-up comics on TV, like late at night. It'd be like
Hmm.
1, 2 o'clock in the morning. They'd be stand-up comics and doing stuff, and they were hilarious. They're always so funny, and I love to go watch stand-up comics. But a lot of even very famous comics, that's their thing, is to go to those small venues and work
Yep.
on material.
Yep.
So they'll do, and I mean, they don't just go up either, because I don't know if a lot of people know this, that they don't go up and do like an hour set or a 45-minute set. Sometimes they're there for hours.
Yep.
They're there for like 2 or 3 hours on stage, like working material.
Yep.
It's crazy.
I just feel like, you know, he I just I feel like with the current climate of how comedy is now, well, yeah, I don't know if he would have made it through the canceling of everything, because his stuff was that rough around the edges, you know?
Well, there, yeah, but there's a lot of comics out there too right now that man, they are really, really on the edge.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
like what was the guy's name? Patrice
yep.
O'Neill. He got a lot of shit, especially from feminists. And
Yep.
I mean, they're like, I remember one time they were like, a rape joke isn't funny, and he's like, well, why not? Rape, it is funny if you make
Depends
it
on how
funny. It's
you, yeah.
how you say it. You know, I
Yep.
don't want to take it out of context either how he was saying, but yeah, he was a man. He was a good comic.
Anything can be joked about if you are a good comedian. If you're good at your job, anything can be made into a joke.
Yeah,
Period. And I think Anthony Jeselnik said that. And I'm a huge Anthony Jeselnik fan. He's super dark, but
so funny.
Bob, Bob, that was an
What about
interesting.
Bob?
But Saget, man, it was just so bipolar. Not him, but his two paths. And plus he was in the eyes of the American, like, family, the household name with America's Funniest Home Videos, which is innocent, pre-YouTube, like animal videos, silly kid videos, stuff like that. And then on top of that, he was the father figure to this beloved family, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think that's what happened too. Like, oh, we want to get this wholesome guy to do our show for wholesome videos. Look at this
Yeah.
cat hanging, from a tree, or
Yeah.
look at this cat walking with a duck or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think that kind of like
It was
helped him out, and
he
he
was
got very popular from it. I
he
mean,
got
hey,
super recognizable.
yeah, and
Super
again,
recognizable.
a lot of people thought he was. I never knew him personally. I would assume that he was a nice guy, because he looked like he was a really nice
Yeah.
guy. But I think people took into account like he is like he is on TV, or
Which
he portrays that in real life.
which wasn't the case.
No,
Well, I
no,
mean,
no.
well,
When
he
he
was
got on
nice,
stage,
but when
he was pretty.
he was
Yeah.
not telling Full House jokes, you know.
No, 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 no.
But
Why did
I
the
would say
chicken cross the road? No.
he definitely got like pigeonholed as the America's favorite dad, and that must have been tough trying to break out of that mold.
I mean, like I said, I don't know him personally, but I mean, it didn't look like it bothered him too much,
No, I think he leaned into it, but I just don't.
because that
Was
gave him a
he?
wider audience.
Did he ever act in anything? Ever?
Besides Full House.
Yeah, besides Full House, like a movie.
Uh-oh, we're going down this road.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to the
The subsection
to the
of
movie
the.
files.
Uh,
Did Bob Saget act in any movies?
do you find anything?
Um,
Hold on. Bob Saget, IMDb.
well, probably would have.
Let me see. We are doing this thing.
He was in Madagascar. No, he
Was
wasn't.
he? No, he
No, he
wasn't.
wasn't. No, he wasn't.
It looks like he was in just a bunch of
He was in the sequel, Madagascar Escape to Africa.
What?
Hold on.
Where? I mean,
Oh, he was it just his credit is a zoo animal.
what? That was it?
I mean, well, I don't know. It doesn't say which zoo animal and how long he was in the movie, but
Mm, let me see. That's crazy, dude.
he was in a movie called The Aristocrats in 2005. Ooh, is that the movie or is that? Oh no. Okay, that's something. Oh, Dirty Work. That's right. He was in Dirty
Was
Work.
he?
Dirty
I
Work.
love that movie. I
Yeah, that
just don't
movie is
remember him.
actually. I don't remember him in that movie either. But
It looks like
was he in
he.
that?
All right, so it looks like he hovered around the sitcom sphere, right? He was just yeah. I'm looking at it.
He might have had a small part in Dirty Work. I don't see him on the list for.
No, no, it's just a lot of TV series. Yeah, there's he was in Half Baked,
Oh, that's right. You know what? That
Half
was
Baked.
he was in half. That's right. Yeah, he was in
Yeah,
that scene when they were in rehab or in like an AA meeting. He
yeah,
goes, "I used to suck dick for coke."
yeah, yeah. That was yep. That was funny. Hell yeah.
You ever suck dick for weed?
Oh my
Dave Chappelle's
god.
like, no. I love
Yeah.
that movie.
So that's that. Okay. So basically, man, basically, if it wasn't like a TV comedy, or a TV sitcom. He was mainly around. He hovered around those spheres, supporting other comedians.
Hmm.
As I saw in the IMDb, he had a lot of. There was a couple Richard Pryor stuff he was credited on.
Hmm.
There's a bunch of different TV series he's credited on, but not that many movies. So you know that's anyway. I just thought interesting. I was like, did he? Has he? And no major roles. He's not been a leading star actor in a movie.
No, no, but yeah, but he's one of those like he was on TV, but he's well known.
Yeah,
Because if you say Bob Saget, more than 70% of people are going to know who you're talking about,
especially here in
young
the
and
U.S.
old. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
Especially
yeah,
here in the U.S.
yeah.
But no man, yeah. So anyway, back to his demise, his unalivedness. Like he that was tough, man. That was tough. Bob Saget, man. He had just went on tour, something like that. Like he just did stuff. Like Betty White had been reserved for a while. Norm Macdonald had been reserved for a while. When they passed, they had been sick. His was just out of freaking nowhere, you know.
Right.
And that's
Yeah.
the part that just I'll never forget. I was like, what? No,
It's kind of like that. Who's that one guy? The guy that did the pillows. Like he bumped his head and then he ended up dying like the next day.
the pillows. What? My pillow?
Hmm. Yeah.
He died.
Yeah.
My
He was like,
pillow guy died. No
yeah,
way.
I believe it's. I think it was the My Pillow guy. Yeah, he's. Uh, um, um, I think it was the My Pillow guy. It was one of those guys that did. He was like on an airplane, and he did something, and he like hit his head, and
Oh
it
no
hit
no
it.
no 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 no! I know who you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the infomercial guy. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, I'm blanking on his name. The fucking Flex Seal guy. Oh damn! Not the ShamWow guy. The other,
No,
no, the other guy. The other guy. What's his name?
for some reason
Infomercial.
I thought it was the My Pillow guy, but no,
No,
yeah, that guy. Yeah. He was like on an airplane. He like got up at the wrong position and he bumped his head. He seemed okay. Went to his hotel room, went to sleep, never woke up.
what's his name? Oh, that's gonna bother me so much. He always wore the denim shirt. He
Yeah,
always had the denim shirt.
yeah, he had like the
Oh my God. Come on. Billy Mays.
Billy Mays. Yep,
Yep, Billy Mays.
that is
Wow.
him. That motherfucker. He
Yeah,
almost
he did. Yeah, yeah,
you
he just hit his head.
asshole Billy Mays because you almost halted the whole show.
Yeah, yeah. Way to have that awkward pause in silence while we looked up who we're forgetting. But
Who
yeah, that
has
was like that.
nothing to do with Bob Saget.
Nothing to do with Bob Saget. It was
All right,
just more of the principle of the thing.
I
But
kind of take that back because he kind of did because he bumped his head. They say Bob
and
Saget bumped
died.
his head. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Foreshadowing.
there's
Foreshadowing. But yes, no man. I think that's there's just that was tough. That was a tough one to swallow. But yeah, man. What else? What else? What
all
else we
right.
got?
So
Yep.
on January 9th, 2022, at approximately 3:30 p.m., Bob Saget was discovered lifeless in his hotel room at the Ritz-Carlton in Orlando, Florida. He was 65 years old at the time. Authorities arrived about 30 minutes later and found Saget laying face up on the bed, one arm across his chest and the other by his side, with signs of being deceased on the spot. Earlier that day, Saget had delivered a successful performance at the Ponte Verde Concert Hall in Ponte Verde Beach, Florida, where he seemed fine and in good spirits. Tragically, it would be his last show.